It's January 2025 and it feels like it. It is chilly today here in the mountains. We're getting ready to go to the gym and kick off our new year in the right way. We're starting a new cycle here on January 20th. That's a Monday. And we're pretty excited about it. Right now we're doing some kind of transition programming, which is really just kind of having fun, but also kind of hitting the elements that we try to hit every week. January 20th, however, we're kicking into a new cycle that has a few different goals. And when I was thinking about what makes a New Year's resolution successful for me personally, I thought about a few different things. Number one, I like variance. And variance is a big part of our program, but not as much as what you see in other mainstream programs. Number two is actually consistency. And consistency looks like a program, something that you're gonna follow for 8 to 10 weeks and see a measurable improvement from week to week every time you do that program. I know that combination of variance and consistency works really well for me and also for the Train for the Win subscribers. You know, time and time again, when we send out our survey after a cycle, people say that they love the consistency of a weightlifting program, specifically a 2-day per week or per cycle, which is actually 6 days. We're gonna do that again. Now, we've done the 5-3-1 a couple times this year because everybody seems to PR, everybody. But we're gonna add a little bit of volume. In addition to that, we're gonna do the accessory work that we've always done. We love to hit every body part during that 6-day microcycle, but we're gonna do it differently this time because we're gonna require a little bit more time on our cardio days. The way we're gonna do it is we're gonna do a PPL split. And what that means is we're gonna do push muscles one day, pull muscles another day, and then legs or lower body another day. And as you can imagine, the legs day matches very well with our lower body strength day. And then the upper body, you're gonna see on the day where we're doing push press on our upper body day, we're gonna do pushing accessory work that day. And then you're gonna see that other day of pull put in on our zone 4, one of our 2 zone 4 days per week. So that's kind of how the accessory work's gonna look during this cycle. The number one thing that came back in our survey as what we wanna continue to see is longevity. And the way that I personally program for longevity is I try to include a lot of aerobic base building. The way that I programmed that in the past is we have one day where we strictly run kind of zone 2 running, and then we have another day where we do zone 2 multimodality. This time we're gonna change that out. We're gonna take out that zone 2 multimodality day so that it stays fresh, and we're gonna put in a aerobic base building goal of a 5K row. Of course, parts of that 5K row will jump out of zone 2 because we're trying to PR a time. But during our buildup over the course of 8 weeks, you're going to see that the majority of that, your heart rate will be pretty low. To achieve the goal of longevity, I think that intensity, although great and should be an important part of every program, 80% of the work that you're going to do should be below your aerobic threshold. And that's good for your heart, your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system, and again, drives longevity. So we're gonna build that up, and the way we're gonna do it is on our zone 4 days where you see kind of that high intensity interval training, our rest periods will now be active rest, and those will be targeted in that zone 2. Look forward to that. And 20% is gonna be high intensity, and that high intensity is going to be in conditioning format. What might look a little different from what we've done in the past is we're going to eliminate that kind of sweet spot or zone 3, really kind of sub anaerobic, sub VO2 max. We're going to target 2 zone 4 days each microcycle, which is 6 days. One of those days will look like a high intensity interval training program where you're going to do something like a 4x4. So 4 rounds of 4 minutes of work followed by 4 minutes of active rest. And the other day will be a steady state where we're going to hit a high intensity, somewhere between maybe 8 and 15 minute workout where we're pushing ourselves pretty hard during that entire time. To recap, it's the new year. We all want to achieve health and longevity in our lifespan, and 2025 is going to be your year to do it. It's going to be my year to do it. We're going to start by using that idea of having a goal. Okay, so this time we're going to use kind of a strength goal on 2 different days. We're going to do a 5K row goal, and then we're also going to do a little bit of Olympic weightlifting technique work. Not a real goal associated with that, but it's going to give some time to practice. Second thing that we're going to do is we're going to vary our program. You're going to see that on those zone 4 days where there's varied movements, intensities, ranges of motion, and different functions. And then lastly, we're going to hit 80% of our time working out, or at least try to. And really what we're looking for is that aerobic base heart rate zone so that we aim for longevity. I want you feeling good week to week. I want to feel good to week. And I want to be able to push this program out for 10 weeks and have no problem achieving that goal. Sometimes if we add too much intensity, that becomes a problem. I want to see everybody be as confident in the programming as possible, and going into your 2025 with a program in hand that you know can achieve your goals is important. So I'm trying to deliver that. If you want to take a look at this, go to TrainFTW.com. We got a 7-day free trial if you want to sign up. If you have questions, you'll hit us on the feed, or you can always email us at info@TrainFTW.com. We answer all questions that we receive as quickly as possible. If you like this video and you want to hear more about the program, let us know in the comments below. We're happy to kind of expand on that, and we'll see you on the feed in 2025. My mustache is freezing.